Is it time to buy or sell Apple stock? In this video, we will explore Apple in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on the 28th of July, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analyses. You do not want to miss any critical updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Leverage the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one of 45,000 companies around the globe today. Please keep in mind that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be regarded as financial advice. Since the 30th of June, 2025, our system has identified Apple as a buy candidate, assigning it a score of 2.17. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock has experienced a gain of 4.33%. This amounts to an average return of 0.22% each day since it was designated as a buy candidate. The stock is positioned in the middle of a weak rising trend in the short term, indicating a potential for further upward movement within this trend. The current 3-month trend suggests a possible change of approximately 3.58% over the upcoming 3 months, with returns that could vary between negative 2.93% and positive 6.10%. Analyzing the longer term, our 12-month projection indicates a potential change of negative 10.29%. Based on our assessments, the stock's performance might fluctuate between negative 31.25% and positive 1.81% over the next year. In practical terms, this would place the future price within the range of $147.15 to $217.92. Our latest daily update for Apple includes the headline: Apple's stock price ended at $214.05 on Monday after gaining 0.0795%. The Apple stock price gained 0.0795% on the last trading day, which was Monday, the 28th of July, 2025, rising from $213.88 to $214.05. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated 0.84%, with a day low of $213.06 and a day high of $214.85. The price has risen in 7 of the last 10 days and is up by 2.6% over the past 2 weeks. Volume fell on the last day by 2 million shares, with a total of 37 million shares exchanged for approximately $7.810 billion. It is important to consider that falling volume on higher prices can indicate divergence and may serve as an early warning about potential changes over the coming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the stock was $260.10, while the lowest price was $169.21. Currently, the price is 17.7%, or $46.05, below the 52-week high of $260.10, which is also the all-time high for the stock. Apple Inc. is currently facing a mix of challenges and opportunities that could significantly influence its stock price. Recently, it has come to light that investors who purchased Apple securities between June 2014 and June 25 are eligible to lead a securities fraud lawsuit, with a deadline set for August 19th. This development could introduce volatility around the stock, as legal concerns can affect investor sentiment and confidence. On a more positive note, analysts are optimistic that Apple will exceed third-quarter earnings forecasts, driven by robust growth in its services sector and a rebound in iPhone sales, particularly in China. Goldman Sachs has maintained a buy rating and suggests the company will benefit from new product launches, including a slimmer iPhone and reduced pricing on Macs. These factors may provide short-term support for the stock, potentially reversing the recent slump. However, the broader U.S. smartphone market remains sluggish, which could temper growth expectations. In the long term, Apple must navigate rising tariff costs and increased competition from Indian-made devices. The upcoming earnings report will be crucial, with many in the market watching closely how Apple responds to these dynamics. Overall, the combined impact of these factors will likely shape both short- and long-term investor strategies regarding Apple. Analyst ratings. On Friday, the 18th of July, 2025, Jefferies assigned APL a hold grade, along with an upgrade action. On the same day, UBS also rated APL with a hold grade and maintained a hold action. Earlier, on Thursday, the 3rd of July, 2025, UBS issued a neutral grade for APL with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 24th of June, 2025, Barclays rated APL as underweight with a hold action. Finally, on Friday, the 13th of June, 2025, Morgan Stanley assigned APL an overweight grade with a hold action. Analysts have assigned Apple stock a general neutral rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as a sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. In terms of return on investment, the analysts have rated the stock as a strong buy. The following signals have been identified for Apple. Today, there are mixed signals regarding the stock. A sell signal was triggered from a pivot top point on Tuesday, July 22, 2025, and thus far, it has declined by approximately 0.163%. Further declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. Additionally, a sell signal is currently present from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. However, Apple stock does hold buy signals from both short-term and long-term moving averages, which suggests a positive outlook for the stock. Moreover, a general buy signal is indicated by the relationship between these two signals, where the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average. In the event of downward corrections, there will be some support from the levels at $213.41 and $206.42. A drop below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. Notably, trading volume decreased during the last trading day, even as prices rose. This creates a divergence between volume and price, which may serve as an early warning. Therefore, it is important to monitor the stock closely. Here are some additional signals you might find intriguing. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, sell signal. Pivots, sell signal from 5 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 17 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 8 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 21 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates buy signal from 19 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we observe short moving average, buy signal from 27 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 10 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages shows buy signal from 5 days ago. For more signals, be sure to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for Apple. Apple finds support from accumulated volume at $205.35. This level may present a buying opportunity, as an upward reaction is expected when the support is tested. Generally, the stock tends to exhibit very controlled movements, and due to its good liquidity, the risk associated with this stock is considered very low. Over the past day, the stock fluctuated by $1.79 between its high and low, or 0.84%. For the past week, the stock has demonstrated an average daily volatility of 1.02%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for Apple, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio. This crucial ratio measures a company's current share price relative to its per-share earnings. This is a relatively normal PE ratio, often seen in businesses with long track records or predictable revenues. In other news, the next earnings report for the second quarter of 2025 is expected on the 31st of July, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at $1.42. Keep an eye on these numbers as they can greatly impact stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Apple. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Apple is at $214.15. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Apple encounters its first support level at $205.35. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Apple from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades On the 25th of July, 2025, Khan Sabi executed an insider purchase of 0 shares of common stock. On the 25th of July, 2025, Khan Sabi executed another insider purchase of 0 shares of common stock. On the 25th of July, 2025, Khan Sabi also executed an insider purchase of 43,901 shares of restricted stock unit. On the 12th of May, 2025, Kondo Chris conducted an insider sale of 4,486 shares of common stock. On the 23rd of April, 2025, Parek Kevin conducted an insider sale of 4,570 shares of common stock. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we find that the insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 31.116. In total, insiders purchased 955,888 shares and sold 1,862,391 shares in these last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $207.09, which represents a decrease of 3.25%. This stock experiences very low daily movements, resulting in minimal risk. Additionally, there is a sell signal from a pivot top identified 4 days ago. Is Apple stock a good buy? Several short-term signals, along with a generally positive trend, indicate that the current level may present a buying opportunity, as there is a fair chance for Apple stock to perform well in the near future. After analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our system suggests that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Tuesday, the 29th of July, we expect Apple to open lower by 6.5 cents, starting at $213.99. We remind you that trading involves a significant risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the purchase or sale of securities. You should not base your investment choices on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment decisions. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day from all of us here at Stock Invest.